One of the foundational principles of the Psychological Jujutsu system, which I developed, is the use of very simple techniques which allow you to quickly and effortlessly recon and characterize your environment and the personalities you're dealing with. So why would you care? Why would it matter? You need to understand what you're dealing with, the environment, the working styles. You need to understand people, not what they think, but how they think, right? How they think. And by doing this, we can use some very simple techniques. In military terms, this would be along the idea of ping and paint, sonar and radar. Now, there's a couple very simple techniques to do this, and I call these litmus tests because they allow you to quickly ascertain the environment and personalities. And for those that are really asleep and have no idea, that's fine. You know, everyone comes along a different path, some are more advanced. I can tell you I was a complete idiot when I was first getting into this subject matter, 15 years ago. It happens. So in that case, this may be more of a punch in the face or the red pill test, right? A red pill test to wake you up and make you aware of what's going on. You may not understand exactly why it's happening, but you'll be able to understand that it is happening and that there's a solution to it, right? To get your mind around it. So let's get right into it. The first part is the Hugh Jackman test. The second part is the Swedish blonde test. Now, first part of Hugh Jackman. It could be other people as well, but I'm going to use this currently because at least in the current scheme of things, this seems to be the best fit for both men and women to kind of understand. Now, Hugh Jackman's hugely popular with women. They find him talented. He's easy on the eyes. Actually, many women swoon over him, right? Singing, dancing. He's got everything, right? The physique. Very talented man. But for the guys as well, at least as I know him within the X-Men franchise and his character Wolverine, he's quite popular as well. So how does this work? Easy. Here's a scenario. You've invited a girl out for a drink. She was busy or always busy or somewhat disinterested or tells you straight out she has a boyfriend. Okay. It is what it is. But now, what if you were to look back at that same situation and you were Hugh Jackman? Would she be busy or would she be busting down your door? In that same situation, if you were Hugh Jackman, would she be talking about loyalty to her boyfriend or begging you to knock boots? It's a very simple litmus test, and you can see how it changes the way you view the world. Now on to the guys. Let's say that you requested to meet up with another guy, another businessman, another associate, maybe to pick his brain on a business plan or to see if you could get an informational interview or any other things. But he has no time, he has no interest. Now, what if in that same scenario you were a hot Swedish blonde? Would you have received the same response? Would he still be busy? Would he have given you the same response? You see the patterns here? This helps you understand that when people are busy, they are simply conserving or moving around their scarce time, their scarce energy, their scarce resources, and they're using them to what provide the best, or they believe is the best marginal utility or enjoyment for themselves. So realize that when someone doesn't come to your party when you invited them, that the sad fact is you don't rate that high on their list. Because if you were Hugh Jackman and invited them, they'd be there. And you also know if you were Hugh Jackman and you didn't invite them, they'd be pissed and knocking down your door and bitching. If you were the hot Swedish blonde asking the guy out for drinks on a Friday, he'd be begging you to go out on Thursday or sooner or right that instant. So, now you see. So what does that mean? You need to bring value. This lets you determine how other people see you, who to cut loose, who to keep, who to reframe, and also how you might begin to keep rebuilding your own value and see how they react. Now, at the same time, I want this to be widely understood and as accessible as possible, to both women, gay men, etc. So for the women, feel free to leave a comment. I don't know what test would work. Is that the Jude Law test? Maybe. But let me know what would be a similar thing for women if it's not Hugh Jackman. For the gay men as well. I don't know. I'd be curious, who would be the ultimate draw for a gay man that would get that person out? It doesn't really matter. The fact is it just makes it easier for you to see the principle, for you to understand how you're viewed, your value, the perception, and then you can begin to take concrete steps from there to make yourself not just better, but more effective, more productive, make more cash, and have a better life. Thanks for listening.